I thought we knew we were going to get Temple's best shot. I mean, that's a good team. You know, that's the same team that beat Auburn, which is Auburn's only loss. That's the same team to beat Clemson. Unless those teams lose, I think they're all 11 or 12 and one, and the only team to beat them is Temple. They have pride. Teams are going to stumble during the year. Everybody's going to take a nick here or there. So we knew coming in here today that we were going to get the good Temple, and they brought it to us the first half. But I thought our kids responded. Having Devin out was a big blow for us. 2 games in a row, he's got 2 quick fouls and had to sit out the rest of the half. We practiced with him in our first unit all week, so not having him in there makes it tougher on the other guys at times. But once we got to halftime, we made some defensive adjustments, obviously, and we got the ball to the other side of the floor. The ball got stuck on one side of the floor too much in the first half. Once we got the ball moving from side to side, we opened up their defense. We were able to find some threes. Then I thought our execution after timeouts and our execution on baseline out of bounds plays were outstanding. We executed at a high level that second half. And I'm glad the game got close at the end. We haven't had a close game. Arkansas was 20-something. Providence was around 20. St. Louis was around 20. Wake Forest was around, can't remember even the score. We just haven't had any close games. Those were a lot of teachable moments for us. Very rarely do you get to almost January. And, the Drexel game, we had the lead, and similar thing happened tonight. Nobody should ever ask the question, what happened tonight? Let me give you guys a math lesson. When you miss free throws and go 0 for 0 and they make threes, catch up real quick. Well, how'd they catch up? I just told you. That's why Armani is a great free throw shooter, but Armani needed to make both. He needed to make both those free throws. Then there's never the anxiety level is not very high at the end because you got a 4-point lead. But Devin makes 1 out of 2. Armani makes 1 out of 2. Galen misses 2 basically because it's a 1-and-1. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 free throws. Rob misses a point-blank layup on a set play out of a timeout. It's a layup. We just didn't finish well. But those are great teachable moments for us. I just love having those. I'm glad it was a great win, but being able to have moments like that where we can break down on film and go over things, I think, is a positive as we move forward.
Kelvin, first, what Breon was able to do inside early on, so he's got that left hook. Just seemed like it was really working in. And secondly, he leaves, comes back. What's the update on him?
Sprained ankle. He'll be all right. It is swollen though. I just saw it. He's got a. It's not a grapefruit, but it's a tangerine at least. I mean, he's got a big old knot on the side of that ankle where it's swollen. But we'd like to play Breon more extended minutes. But 4 years ago that kid was 300 plus pounds. And he's he can usually play about 3.5, 4 minutes at a time, and then we have to take him out. If he's 4 for 4, he's still got to come out. Remember, I think he made his first 3 or 4 baskets. And then he was so tired, he made a bad gamble on the big kid, just went for a steal, and he got it and turned around and dunked it. That was just fatigue. He gets fatigued so easily. But our strength coach and our assistant coaches do a great job every day of getting him in better shape. But it's going to take a while. He couldn't do that a month ago. But we've got a good team. It's just a matter of getting everybody firing. And look how Breon was really good tonight. Rob couldn't hit water if he fell out of the boat. Just one of those nights for him. One is pretty soon here. In the past, because of our lack of depth, we couldn't have won this game. But Breon doesn't play the last 5 or 6 minutes, whatever it was. Look at what Fabian did. As good as Breon was early, the guy that really closed that game out for us, that stepped up and made the big plays, was Fabian. But make your free throws. You don't worry about it.
Breon, first of all, how do you feel? And I mean, the ankle doesn't look real good right now.
I feel better than it looked. You know, it hurt. Trust me, but let's believe it hurt so bad when it happened. But I feel a whole lot better, man. I'm happy we got the win. I'm looking forward to getting back to practice though.
At the time of the injury, you had hit 2 back-to-backs buckets. It looked like the whole game you were in a rhythm. That hook, that inside move was working. I know you want to look at the positive, but I mean, does it take a little bit off when you're not even able to put your shoe on right now?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Right now, like I said, I'm just happy we won, man. Only thing I can really focus on right now is Wichita State. So I'm just happy we got the win. And like Coach said, Fabe carried us that last stretch down there when I got hurt and I went out. But overall, I'm just happy we won, man. That's all.
How does the way you played compare to other games in your career?
This is by far one of the best games I had since coming from junior college. You know, I had good games in junior college, but this meant a whole lot more to me. You know, Coach was stressing, this is a home game. We got to protect our home court. And we're starting conference now. Every game is important. You can't take no game for granted because you can't get it back. So this game, to me, you know, I may have stood out to other people, but I was really just paying for my team and just trying to help us win, do anything.
Armani, talk about got to ask about the putback dunk.
Honestly, when it left, who shot it? I don't know who shot it. Devin, when Devin shot it, I looked at it and I was like, oh, it might go long. But Coach just preaches offensive rebounding so much at practice, and I just happened to get the dunk this time. I just wanted to secure the ball, but when I jumped, I had both hands on it, and I was like, might as well try it. I didn't think I was going to get it, but I got it, so I'm just doing what Coach told us to do.
For either one of you, Coach said it was nice to get a close game. I know you probably don't look at it that way, but you'd rather have a blah, but he said that these were some moments that y'all could learn, the free throws, that kind of stuff down the stretch. Does that really help you guys, you know, come March if you have to tough one out like this?
Definitely. This is the first time we really had a serious close game like this, you know, but we knew what we had to do. We had to take care of the ball, make our free throws. We missed some crucial free throws, but luckily, you know what I'm saying, we picked it back up and we put the game away. But it was a close one down the stretch, man. So I'm just happy we won.
Yeah, having a close game early in conference really, you know, prepares us because a lot of our games haven't really been close, and there's a lot of good teams in this conference, and there's going to be some close games. So having this experience early in the conference season, you know, making free throws, taking care of the ball, just getting that experience early so that it can help us down the stretch.
Armani, Coach told us a story yesterday about last year how, you know, coming out of high school and he watched you at an AAU game. I think you hit 12 threes, but there was a competition maybe mentality that might have been missing. He told us a story about he got on one leg. I don't know if you remember this, and made you compete with them. He was standing on one leg. He made you stand on one leg. Can you tell us exactly what Coach did there and kind of what the purpose of that was?
When I came out of high school, he was saying that I was playing hard, but I wasn't competing, and that there's a difference between the two. So he said to have a competitive mentality, you have to want to win no matter what you're doing, whether that's, you know, doing squats on the wall or, you know, shooting free throws. Whatever you do, you want to win. And so when we had this the story he told you, we had to stand on one leg for the longest, and eventually I gave up. But, you know, it just taught me that I have to compete at everything I do, and it really helped my mindset later, going later into my career.
You feel like you've made a big jump from when you got here to now in that respect?
Oh, yeah, by far. When I first got here, you know, our coach says he doesn't know whether he's on foot or horseback. So now I know where I'm at and I know what I'm doing. And that he told me last week that there's a presence about me now that, like, when you know when I'm on the floor and you can feel that I have an impact on the game. So he said just got to keep going and keep getting better.
Wichita State is next for you guys. What are your thoughts on that matchup?
We're just looking to compete. We're looking to do what we do best, and that's defend, rebound, stick to our principles, and, you know, you just got to hope for the best. You know, we're going to Wichita State, so it's going to be our first road conference game where everybody is just rooting for Wichita State. Like we haven't been mentioned. You know, nobody's mentioned Houston, but coming into this game, we're gonna have to let everybody know we're here. So we just gotta do what we do best, and like I said, hope for the best.
We just got to take what we do to Wichita. We can't go to Wichita and lose our principles, lose our mentality. We always got to play with that chip on our shoulder, because that's all Coach talks about is how we got to play with that chip on our shoulder every game, and that you've got to be the most desperate team in the conference. And so we just got to take what we do to Wichita, and we should be okay.
Keep the train rolling.
Yep.